welcome on into another Star Wars The Old Republic stream. I don't have much of a voice. I took a shower, and normally I take cold showers, believe it or not, and I took a hot shower just hoping that would like help my voice, and I'm exhausted. I don't take hot showers. It was like being in a sauna for 30 minutes or something. I was only in there like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, because I couldn't stand it. But I needed the steam, so I stuck around in there for the steam. So it was like a sauna. But man, I'm exhausted, and I don't have much of a voice, so I'm gonna mute myself for most of the stream. So we're gonna do a mostly cinematic stream. So I'm pretty sure you guys won't hate that. But if you chat anything, I have both chats up, and if I don't have the voice for it, I will just type it out. Let me get to the right menu over here. But yeah, welcome on in. We'll be doing, I know it's a late night stream, but I had the energy before I committed to it, and then I just start coughing and coughing and coughing. Maybe it was we did have a cold front come through earlier. I started my Crimson Desert stream late because there was a lot of tornadoes in the area and a lot of rain, and a cold front pushed through, so that now makes sense. So it's much colder now than it was the past 2 weeks. So between that and all the pollen and me already carrying a cold or a lung problem already, I'm just fighting a lot. But I'm trying. Let me missions. This is what I need. So where are we? We're on Belsavis. Okay, I could not remember. For some reason I thought we were on Hoth. We have 2 things to do on this planet. That's right. That's what's annoying about the bounty hunters. Sometimes they split you in multiple directions just for the class quest. But we'll do them. Let's just figure out where we are and where we need to go. So we can fast travel here and then just hit these real quick. These look like small areas, but they're actually pretty big. So let's do that. Appreciate everybody being here, but like I said, I am trying very hard to be here for you guys.
Buster. Come on, come on. Got you right where we want you now.
Thought I smelled something burning. Found us a couple volunteers.
You can't be serious. You want us to try and fix this? There's hardly anything here worth salvaging.
Shut up and work. I only need to get inside its head. Find me something telling me where this man is going.
I think we can handle that. Dean, grab a diagnostic pad and a hollow emitter. This might take a little while.
Done all we can. If the Imperials want those prisoners, they'll have to crack them out of the tomb. It's out of our hands now.
You can evacuate, Warden, but I spent too many years putting those fiends away to let it all be for nothing. Come on, Em. We're heading to the tomb.
What's this tomb they're talking about?
I didn't bust all the way at a max to miss my shot at that twerp.
Thank our friends here for their help. I've got a call to make.
My pleasure.
No, please. Please don't. We did what you asked for. No!
What?
My target's last known destination is something the locals are calling the tomb. What can you tell me?
Unfortunately, everything we know about the tomb comes from the Republic's limited records. It appears that most of the interaction the Republic had was with the tomb's custodial droids, and only samples were normally allowed to enter.
My intel says the tomb's been overrun.
I can confirm that. Samples were released after Operations Group 1 and 2 forced their way inside, something called Eshkar. Commander Grang is in charge of gaining re-entry to the tomb. He'll be able to give you the current situation. However you get through, if you can reach these coordinates, contact me. I'll bring you up to speed on any discoveries.
I'm coming along. I ain't been waiting this long for someone else to have the pleasure of killing Zale. You get me that twerp, I show you where the law hides all the contraband on this rock. Deal?
You should let your money do the talking more often.
Don't push it. Your friend takes a hike too, in case you're thinking you can pull something.
What? No way.
I'm not worried.
Just be careful.
Can't say I never did anything for you. Understood.
A task just for you? Oh, thank you, Master. Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Horn, I'm in position. What have you got for me?
Analysis of data from the custodians is coming slowly, but I believe we found a solid lead. The bulk of the samples taken recently appear to have been interred in a vault we are designating Block 44. The majority of the Imperial prisoners have likely been taken there, making it the probable destination for your target.
And the remaining samples?
Operations Groups 1 and 2 identified a separate vault as the location of the Dreadmasters. Other samples were separated as well, though the reasons are unclear. Any of them could be a potential target, but our primary objective is the Dreadmasters. It's unlikely Barrows would go unnoticed. It's your call. These are Block 44's coordinates if you decide to pursue it as a lead. If Barrows is sighted elsewhere, you'll be the first to know. Horn out.
I seem to have outdone myself, Master. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Hey, that ain't half bad. Just hand it over.
Worked out well, all told. Done.
Come on! Squeeze for me!
Matuski Aisley Batu!
We're just getting warmed up. you now, twerp.
How did you... You are good. Nobody shoot. Truce. Look, we could settle our differences, but not right here. I have to stop the Empire.
I'm not buying whatever it is you're selling.
We've got you outgunned. If you want to fight, I can give it to you. You help us spoil their rescue. Permanently. And I'll go quietly.
I try not to bite the hand that feeds me.
Can't blame a guy for trying. Fan out!
You're mine now, runt! Just getting warmed up.
I was so close. So close!
I would know who you are and how it is you came to our rescue.
I would know who you are and how you came to be in my face.
Andreas Thos, leader of Operations Group 1. You will address me as my lord. You're obviously not with the Republic. I assume the Empire was able to break through the alien filth. Have our forces been able to free the Dread Masters?
Last I heard, things didn't seem to be going well.
That will change. We're standing on potential reinforcements numbering in the thousands. I must see to their release. Carry on with your business, but stay out of my way.
Been thinking about this since you dumped me on this rock, Zaley boy. Got it all worked out how you're gonna go.
Aren't you gonna do something? You came here for me. What about your bounty?
You crawl into a tomb, Barrows, you risk getting buried.
This is gonna be a real treat.
No. Please, no. No!
Corpse is yours. I got all the fun I'm gonna out of it.
Left me enough to clean up.
Like you need all of him. You ain't so bad for a runt. You got style. I figured joining up with you's my best shot of getting off of this rock. What you say? I'll kill for you.
I always wanted my own attack dog.
Real funny. Let's get the stash I was talking about and blow this joint. Watch my back. Grab everything. Let's go. I'm gonna make this fun. Here.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Hey, that ain't it.
Travel route is confirmed.
You here to take Barrows off my hands?
I noted your return. I figured it was safe to assume you were successful, given your reputation. I prepared a report of your success for Darth Torman. I have your compensation right here.
I think I'm due a little something extra.
I'm afraid Darth Torman has absolute authority on the matter. However, I could probably procure something with a little time. Is there anything in particular?
I'd like to know a little more about my employer.
That's a dangerous request. Unofficially, I can tell you that any concerns you may have are largely unfounded. Darth Torman has little tolerance for duplicity. If he bore you any ill will, he'd simply crush you like a bug and move on. Deal honestly with him, and you'll live longer.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind, Lieutenant.
I must return to my duties. Again, a pleasure.
Everybody front and center.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's that creep doing here?
What's the matter, girlie? Scared?
Torian's usually punctual.
Oh,
let the kid have a day off. Better yet, wrap this up so I can get back to mine.
He told me he got a message from an old associate. They were going to meet at the cantina.
Out here? He tell you anything about this old associate?
Not really. You know Torian. You think this wasn't a friendly meeting?
It's hard to say without more details.
I could probably dig up the message if you think it's worth it.
You're starting to bore me.
Who do you think you are?
Name's Skaggs. Don't forget it.
Whatever, creep. Can we get back to Torian now?
See if you can find that message from Torian's old associate.
You've been a busy girl. Too busy. You should spend more time with your loved ones before they're gone. I'm extending you an invitation. An opportunity to appreciate what you have before you lose it. But if you Mando barbarians don't care much for your POWs, it's not any loss to us. There'll be plenty of other opportunities for us to meet. If you want a chance to say goodbye, come to Hoth. We won't wait long.
Torian, we've got to save him.
Your boyfriend's gonna be just fine.
I can't lose anyone else. I just can't. So what are we gonna do?
I plan to make an example out of these scumbags.
You're finally saying something interesting. Your digs ain't much to look at. At least it's roomy. What do you do for fun in this dump?
You're here to work. How you occupy your off time is your own problem.
Gonna be your problem real soon. On the inside, I got bored. Somebody got stabbed. Better keep me busy.
Stick with me and you won't be short on targets.
That's more like it.
Got a few minutes? Maybe you could give me a few pointers on my pistol technique.
My time is yours. Say the word.
How about now? Because actually, I just wanted to show off. I've got a new shot, and I can't wait for you to see it. In fact, I'm sort of looking forward to seeing it in action myself. So what do you think?
Ought to try it out on a real target, I think.
Couldn't have suggested better myself. Let's move. I kind of want to shoot something now.
We're just getting warmed up. Don't bug me.
Thought you forgot about me.
Fine, I'll do it.
Excellent. I was just wondering what I could do to please you.
Tenere Bruma.
Can't say I never did anything for you. I was starting to think we'd have to finish without you.
You've got no idea what you just got yourself into.
You don't say. Why don't you come a little closer and explain it to me?
Ambush, run!
You aren't saying anything your friend doesn't already know. You know, Grand Champion, you got talent. The Overseers would have scouted you eventually. We could have helped you make a real mark on the galaxy. Now you'll have to settle for your gaudy title and the price on your head.
Who are you working for?
We share a name you won't recognize. Geno Harridan. We solve the Republic's problems, remove troublemakers, keep things running smoothly. Bounty hunting isn't a game, whatever the Mandalorians think. It's serious business, with serious consequences. Consequences you're about to become intimately familiar with.
You're gonna get it now.
Torian, you're okay. Oh, stars, am I glad you're okay.
Sorry. Shouldn't have let this happen. I owe you. Again. My turn to be bait, I guess.
You able to move out?
Definitely.
Hey, one of these creeps is still alive and kicking.
How? This should have been total overkill.
Buddy, I'll show you overkill.
It was just a job. The Overseer says kill, I kill. You know how it is. I don't get a say. I want out. I don't care how good the money is. It's not worth it.
You're begging the wrong person. Your call.
Torian, he's not worth it.
He went too far. Finished?
You know, I was actually starting to miss you. Mako, get back and pull together some data for our next target.
Got it. Be careful, you two.
Never thanked you, not making a big deal over me taking off. Good to see my brothers are still alive. Cordan owes me 50 credits.
Never leave a debt, Torian.
He's good for it. Been meaning to ask something. Mandalore tell you the race SWTOR when you were adopted into his clan?
There was a lot of stuff in Mandalorian. Could have been talking about the weather for all I know.
Sorta what I thought. Race SWTOR means 6 actions. The core of Mandalorian life. Speaking the language is a big one. I could teach you, if you're up for it.
Learning a new language sounds like a lot of work I don't get paid for.
Guess we'd better move on then. Ever eaten Mandalorian food? At your adoption, maybe?
I've been meaning to track some down.
Been craving it since I left. Food here's a little bland, no offense. Thought I'd put something together next chance I got. Interested?
I won't turn down a hot meal.
Let you know next time I'm headed to the galley.
Good to see you, Master. I applied a fresh coat of paint to your quarters. Same color, of course, only fresher.
Glad to see you both made it back okay. That is the last time I let you go off without a chaperone.
Looks like I'm grounded. We back on the hunt?
I think it's safe to proceed.
One of Tormund's lackeys forwarded a star chart to a system called Voss. The place isn't even on most maps yet. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about Voss's discovery on the HoloNet, but it's pretty far-fetched stuff even for spacer superstition. The astrogation computer's updated and ready to go when you are.
You got crummy taste and company. Bad enough with that skinny broad and the little twerp trying to walk tall. But I don't get how that squeaking thing in the bellyaching dandy ain't become target practice yet. How'd a hard case like you get tangled up with such a bunch of dainties?
Not everyone's here to kick in teeth. Besides, I'm the only hard case this team needs.
Sure, so far. But you ought to roll with a crew that ain't gonna slow you down. None of your tag-alongs would have lasted 2 minutes with any of my crowd.
I can't picture you as a people person.
Sitting around by myself. Ain't much of a party. Had a good thing going back on Coruscant. Empire shook that place up real good. No law. Just unclaimed turf. And millions of dregs clawing at each other for the scraps. One big round-the-clock brawl. Shame it didn't last.
Anarchy has a certain appeal.
That was the best part, hands down. But turf wars weren't half bad either. My gang was top of the pack. Black Sun were killers to the core, not like those lazy, stinking Hutts. Wonder what they've been doing since I got nabbed. Gotta go find me something to break.
Been working on a new shot. Something I picked up watching you. Want to check it out?
Let's see it.
Think it'd be best to try it in a real firefight. Let's get to work. The sooner we're moving, the sooner you can see me in action.
Mako, out of all the companions, she's my favorite. Welcome on in, Joseph. I've got a real bad voice problem, so I hope you don't mind being mostly cinematic, but appreciate you watching. But yeah, I don't have much of a voice at the moment, so yeah, she's been with me most of the way, and I think it really makes sense from a, if I keep her as a healer from a roleplay standpoint, it makes the most sense out of all the companions. Or maybe Blizz.
So, what do you know about Hilo Viz?
I've heard the name. She was some big-time spacer, wasn't she?
You could put it that way if you're partial to understatement. She broke the Mandalorian blockade at the Hydian Way. You know, the one that strangled Coruscant and dashed a full-scale Jedi assault. And it wasn't out of the goodness of her heart, either. Credits were involved. A lot of them.
I like her already.
She was quite the lady. You could say that run was the height of her career, but that's only because she dropped off the scanners not long after. Most think the Hutts were behind Hilo's disappearance, but anyone who knew her could tell you they'd have better odds winning a marathon. No, she's still out there. Somewhere.
Never took you for the type to get starstruck.
What? No. We've got history. Hilo was my old partner. More than that. That blockade run was the last thing we ever did together. Like I said, a lot of credits were involved. When I saw the opportunity, I took off and left Hilo holding the bag. Stupid.
Is that a conscience showing?
I don't know, maybe. It was a dumb move I regret making. Listen, I found out that an old associate from that blockade run is still around and kicking. A mutual acquaintance. I owe Hilo one last visit. If he knows where she's been laying low all this time, I've got to track him down.
Okay, I'm not looking. Promise. This is great, Blizz. I'll be sure to show it off to everyone. I could help out. Just try not to get your hopes up, all right?
So as you guys may know or remember from the last class playthrough we did, I love Voss. Voss is my favorite. I wouldn't say it's my favorite planet, but I think maybe in SWTOR it is. I really like the culture, the way they did the lore, and I really wish we could have a Voss as a playable character. I think it would fit both for Republic and Empire. They have a really great design. It's just unfortunate we get all these like real popular other species like the Aqualesh and whatever, and like whatever. But we don't get the Voss, it can be a true neutral. You know, they're the only race I know of that could be a true neutral, where you could be one way or the other, just based on your life experiences. So we'll go to Voss.
The Empire graciously welcomes you to Voss Orbital. Ambassador Yoran deeply regrets that he was unable to greet you personally. I've been instructed to emphasize the delicate situation you're walking into before you head for the surface. The Ambassador is concerned that your business could jeopardize the Empire's interests on Voss.
My employer would argue otherwise.
It's just that your kind aren't known for stepping lightly, you understand? The Voss are stubbornly isolationist and abundantly aware of their own value to the Republic and the Empire. It is vital that the Empire fosters goodwill. You must remain on your best behavior.
Very interesting, but you'd like to play a Night Sister? It's really hard to define what a Night Sister is anymore. I think if the current development team were to try to tackle Night Sisters, I think maybe Disney would have a problem, because I think Disney has muddied the waters of what it is. But if you look back at you know, the Legends lore, they're really, really interesting. You're right. Even if you go back to Jedi Survivor, or Fallen Knight, whatever it's called, Marrow is amazing. She's great. She's a great remnant of the witches. And so, yeah, having something like that from Dathomir would be a great representative, but it would clearly be more of an Empire side. They're a great example of how you can be on the dark side and not necessarily be Sith, but they are dark side attuned. So.
All right, enough. I get it.
Good. There are a few laws you need to be aware of. The Voss abhor discord and don't tolerate violence within their territory. You'll mix peacefully with the enemy here. The Voss revere their mystics. Deal carefully with them, or preferably not at all. Also, outsiders are barred from Voskar proper.
Don't pick fights, be polite, stay out of Voskar. Understood.
I will let Ambassador Yoran know to expect you. Head to his office once you've landed. Have a safe visit.
So we all have to play nice.
Marin Kel's love interest, yeah. Yeah, I think it makes sense, because Cal Kestis is that next order of Jedi that, again, I'm not going to go down the hole what Disney did and stuff. But in Legends continuity, Luke creates the new Jedi Order, and you could argue that Cal Kestis is a remnant of that and could be a part of all that. And some of the things that he does in the second game are very similar to what Luke's teachings are, so he would just fit in just fine. So yeah, him having a love interest in her makes so much sense. and I'm glad they wrote the story the way they did. You know, in hindsight, a lot of people would say, well, this is just for storytelling purposes. It gave it some... No, if you look at how Luke actually set up the academy, he said embrace love. Don't walk away from it. Don't shy away from it like the Jedi of old did. That's what got them into trouble, their dogmatic stances on things. So
I wouldn't count on anyone buying us the first round.
There's bound to be a couple of guys willing to push their luck.
now on this account, I have full, what do you want to call, reputation with the Voss. So I think anything that drops for that stuff, I think I have to be level 80 to get those extra little things, or maybe level 60. But I can just exchange them for money, because anything on Voss, just I can't get a higher reputation.
You came promptly. Thank the stars. The less time you spend mixing with the locals, the better. I trust my aide was quite explicit in informing you of the need for discretion here.
I'm aware of your concerns, Ambassador.
You haven't heard half of my concerns, Bounty Hunter, but this business with you is at the top of the list. That said, I look forward to being rid of General Redrish. That woman will be the death of me, if you aren't.
Yeah, just look at the last books George created, where Luke had a wife named Mary Jade. Yeah, and the whole, like, Skywalker legacy after that does become a little bit bifurcated, and you have Han's family line also being contentious too. But it's good to see, you don't have that, lineage where it's like dogmatically light side or whatever. There's a lot of play back and forth because of genuine storylines. They're actual people.
I was told I'd be dealing with a Kuwati noble, not a Republic general.
They are one and the same. General Thelonia Redrish is a well-respected member of Kuwati aristocracy, a philanthropist, and a revolutionary. The Empire has lost a number of newly conquered worlds due to her interference, and we may well lose this one unless she's removed. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take the roundabout course, push her into the open.
Any persons or interests she'd have a personal stake in protecting?
Imperial intelligence suspects that she's behind the guerrilla attacks on our forces here, but we can't prove it. I believe your best course of action would be to root out General Redrish's officers in the field and gather evidence of her involvement.
You have names? Whereabouts?
I'm afraid casualty reports are all we have to go on. You'll have to search around the ambush points for signs of the enemy. Take this holo recorder. If you make any discoveries, transmit the evidence to my frequency.
If you insist, but I'll want copies for my scrapbook.
For my own sanity, I'm going to pretend you're taking this seriously.
I'm gonna go to the cantina real quick first, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to come back and forth to this area, and I don't want to keep traveling unnecessarily. I'm just gonna knock that out early. haven't complained about this before, about this game. When this game first came out, across all accounts, if you found a fast travel waypoint, it doesn't matter if you create a new character or not, it carried over. You just had to find it on a on your character, on a character. Just like data crons right now, you can't do it more than once. Once you find it once, you find it. You can't, because it's a stat boost across all your accounts. So it was like that with waypoints, but they've changed it, and I just don't like it. It prevents people from going back and replaying the story. It's just one extra thing, and I don't know why they did it like that. You see, like here, like I would have normally had all these uncovered, and I can just go to these real quick and just, you know, play the story again. But I just wanted to unlock that so that I could come back later, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to come back to this area a couple of times during the story. I could be wrong. Maybe that's a different class line, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Took the wrong tunnel. I turned left instead of going straight. Sorry.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Remember, it was on the Ebon Hawk server. I had pre-ordered this. I started with the Inquisitor and chose Sork Advanced class. Yeah. That's my main, is Inquisitor Sorcerer. I just did the most recent chapter, I guess about a month ago, with that character. Okay. You only have 2 classes you need to do, or bounty hunter and agent. Yeah, I've done them all. They're all at least level 70. I'm running them through just kind of on for streams, just kind of like a class only playthrough. I'm not trying to like grind for operations or anything like that. I'm just kind of displaying the story. We've done I don't even remember what we did last time. We're doing the trooper next. Obviously this is the bounty hunter. What did we do last time? Oh, we did the Jedi consular. Well, I did it as a sentinel. And that's what it was. That's what we did. But again, I just focused on the main story. I'm kind of glad I did that one now in hindsight, because it was melee only. So it was real difficult anytime they combined melee with ranged or just pure ranged. It was very annoying. This is so much simpler. Oops. But we're going to be doing Trooper next per request. Yeah, I have a legendary flare. Let me see here. Oh, I haven't even logged in today with this thing. Character sheet. Yeah, if I want the flare, I could do the legendary status, which is when you've done all stories on all classes. But I haven't. I think this one looks cooler for my bounty hunter. Just a little thing that goes around the portrait.
Perimeter. Perimeter, report. Perimeter. Those charges prime, Sergeant.
Yes, Sergeant. Those charges primed yet?
Stars, that was fast. No time. Hit her with everything we've got.
It looks worse than it is. They were counting on the explosives to finish the job.
Finished nothing. There's enough detonite here to atomize their entire camp.
Right, maybe you should take a look at this.
Keep real still while I check this out.
I won't sneeze if you won't.
Hawk's Nest compromised. Full retreat. Operation Cave-In underway. Final transmission. Harrier 1 out. Harrier 1 to Peregrine. The garrison at Fort Cadentha appears to be sending out patrols of Imperial troops. Flights recalled and circling. What's the situation, General? Please advise.
Peregrine. Has to be General Redrish.
Harrier 1, expect more. Yoren's convinced the Voss to allow Imperial troops to bolster Voskha's defenses against the Gormak. Monitor their patrols. If they stray too far, show the Voss how ill-prepared Imperials are for Gormak attacks. Peregrine out.
That'll teach them not to scrub the drives.
I've got something for you. Transmitting now.
Now, what have we here? Oh, this is better than I could have hoped. I might even convince the Voss to hand her over for trial with this.
Are you putting me on standby?
You've done everything you can out there. Better we not tempt fate. I'll handle things from here. Return to my office and lay low until I return.
Yeah, these things right here, the Voss historical tablets, it's a reputation trophy, but I can just turn it in for money because it won't do me any good. Oh, she likes the welding torch. Okay. Anything else here she likes? Because I thought I already gave her everything that she would like. Okay. Okay. Let's go back to... Oh, gotta go over here. Return to the investor's office. Almost at level 45? 45, yeah. Sell some of this junk.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
Hunter, have you returned? Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, stop. I need you here immediately.
I can move as soon as you give me a destination.
I'm at the Assembly Hall on recess from our hearing. The Voss have agreed to hear the accusations I've made against General Redrish, but they've also agreed to her request to face her accuser. She named you specifically to be called to account and submit to questioning.
Definitely sounds like she's up to something.
She'll likely make a spectacle of you, but we don't have much choice. This is the Assembly Hall's location. Hurry, I don't want the Voss to think we're stalling.
So I was right. I mean, I was going to need to... Wait a minute, this way. And this is by the cantina. But the stupid quest made me come all the way over here just to do a holo terminal to tell me to meet him over here. So I was right. I just... My stuff's on cooldown, so I have to actually travel there.
I apologize that the Empire has decided to waste your time today.
You won't smooth things over with a smile this time. The evidence of your guilt is as plain as day.
Your holo recordings? I was really expecting you to have fabricated something a little more tangible, Ambassador. And your only witness is a known terrorist.
You have questions? Ask.
You're a Mandalorian. Your people have made unprovoked acts of war against the Republic and conducted genocides against entire species. Do you deny it?
Wouldn't know. I just joined.
Tell us, how do you acquire this evidence of yours?
Your subordinates provided everything I needed.
That's preposterous. I won't stand here and listen to the Empire slander me. The Empire expects you to take the word of a hired killer instead of a respected official.
The game didn't draw the boss sitting there, so I'm just gonna do it again real quick.
I apologize that the Empire has decided to waste your time today.
You won't smooth things over with a smile.
Your holo recordings and your only witness.
You have questions? Ask.
Your...
Wouldn't know. I just...
Tell us, how do you...
Your subordinates provide...
That's preposterous. I won't stand here and listen to the Empire slander me. The Empire expects you to take the word of a hired killer instead of a respected official who's proven her commitment to the Voss people time and again. You will remember it is I who agreed to make the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Healing to show my solidarity with the Voss.
An idle promise. My associate can just as easily agree to make this pilgrimage.
Then take the trials, outsiders. That will reveal true character. We have concluded.
You have shown us much. Safe journeys.
Hedging my questions was smart. A shame the ambassador had to open his mouth and seal your fate. I've spent months preparing for the trials. They're going to kill you. Ambassador?
You shut her up right quickly. She wasn't expecting you to handle yourself so well. I'll requisition a little bonus for your performance. Keep it up. As to this trials business, I had to show the Voss we're willing to do anything the Republic will do. You understand?
Have you thought this through, or are you just blowing hot air?
These trials are obviously deadly. If General Redrish were not to return from her pilgrimage, it would hardly be unexpected.
I'll keep on her trail until an opportunity presents itself.
Fadith Kai is an influential figure at the Pilgrim camp and is not hostile to us. See if he has any insight on getting you into this Shrine of Healing.
I always feel like I'm going faster on the Tauntaun because I think their legs move faster, but it's the same speed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably call it here. Like I said, you know, my voice is not great, so I've taken some meds, some cough meds, and I really never know how long I'm going to last, but I made it this long, and we went about a little over 2 hours. I was hoping to go for 3, but we're on Voss, and then after this we have Corellia, and then I don't know if I'll do Ilum on stream. I may do that off stream just to kind of get it out of the way so we can go to like the next chapter if we roll back through these characters again and do their chapter stuff like the rise of the Hutt cartel and stuff like that on these characters. Bounty Hunter is a good one to do though, because you have so many options and attacks, melee, ranged, and it's just great. Alright, I will check you guys later. Y'all take care. Thanks for coming by. If you've been lurking, lurkers make the stream dream work. Appreciate it, y'all. Bye-bye.